Here we are again. I don't even know what to say. Like little me, he put up a video of some dude saying there's no chosen ones. In fact, he proves it by proving Jesus was just a just a rambler and a there was no mission for him. He wasn't chosen. This is the kind of stupidity you want to put up against me. I don't get it, but I'm challenging you. If you can't answer the questions because you don't want to, because well, you'd have to accept that you're the fucking third. And I don't know what to tell you about it. Like, this is all sorts of weird to me that you can't comprehendo what's going on in the world. Listen, bud, like, look at this. Let's see if we can, like, just listen to this. This is what's ruling your world. Hey, Tyler, don't say I had my chance yesterday. You don't know what my chances are. I make my own decisions, but I decided not to. You want to think that you have power over me or little me had some sort of control. But you're on a highway to hell. I don't know what to tell you. You're trapped in a fucking box of stupidity. And what is it going to take to get you to smarten up? Well, see, here's the thing. You follow men. You follow stupid men like little me, bud. I'm trying to make little me a smarter man. You know what I mean? But it might take some of you little people becoming smarter than little me and letting him know, "Hey, bud, you might be on the wrong path. You might have shit all twisted. You just don't understand what's going on in the world, little me, and you need to save your children." Morning, Stardust. Like, well, Tyler, you tell me, like, I don't understand what's going on. You guys are all mystified by words, and you fucking fall for words. Listen, they're curses, but they're lies. Let me show you. Like, this is like, I can't believe you guys can't pick up on this. You guys can't figure out stupidity on your own. So I guess I'll show it to you. Are you going to do to fix this problem with inflation? Thank you. Well, let's start with this. Prices have gone up, and families and individuals are dealing with the realities of that bread costs more, the gas costs more. And we have to understand what that means. That's about the cost of living going up. That's about having to stress and stretch limited resources. That's about a source of stress for families that is not only economic, but is on a daily level, something that is a heavy weight to carry. So it is something that we take very seriously, very seriously. And we know from the history of this issue in the United States that when you see these prices go up, it has a direct impact on the quality of life for all people in our country. So it's a big issue, and we take it seriously. But there is also a point that is important to make on the Build Back Better framework. One, it is designed to make it less expensive for working people to live. It was specifically designed to bring down the costs of childcare and increase accessibility and availability, designed to bring down the cost of elder care and make it available to all those working families that need that support and need that help. And Build Back Better is not going to cost anything. We're paying for it. And also, what else are you going to do to fix this thing? We're paying for it. Hey, that's you guys. That's not Kamala. Kamala isn't paying for it. That's you guys. You're right, Stardust. That is called word salad. That was a whole lot of nothingness. Never addressed the problem once. In fact, told you we want to make it cheaper. Never talked about how getting groceries down, getting gas down, getting anything else down. Instead, they're going to use your tax dollars for childcare and elder care. Does that make sense? It does to me.
Because the more time they have with your children and the more you're fucking working for your taxes, the better ability they have to get into your children's brain and do just exactly as they want. But am I wrong? Like, that never addressed how we're gonna get groceries down, how we're gonna get gas down, any of this shit. It's just a constant, just, I'm gonna take you in a circle right back to where we began, and you're so fucking confused, you think I answered the question. And I put on a smile, and I looked real nice doing it. Her husband, you guys need to go listen to the interviews with her husband. He's a real, what do you guys call those cucks these days? Talking about toxic masculinity. Men shouldn't stand up and say what they wanna say or fucking have a voice in this world. They should keep their fucking mouth shut and their opinions to themselves. Listen, there is thing and there's no such thing as toxic masculinity. There's a thing called toxic fucking humans, and they're the ones who wanna censor people and not let people talk because they want shit to run the way they fucking want it to run. Hey, Vintage, how's it going? I just watched some of Kamala's husband. He's a fucking, like, this is do you think that they're part of the sex parties? Do you think they're in there with Nancy? Do you think you have the chance of running into Kamala there? But then again, all the rumors on the streets is, well, Kamala slept her way to the top. I don't know, they're giving out some Montel Jordan and all these other people, and I mean, a girl's gotta do what she's gotta do to get on top, right? If that's what she did, that's what she did. I don't know. I'm just saying, however she got there, she's a fucking idiot. I watched the video, you should see it, Vintage, it's beautiful. Kamala tells you when she was a district attorney or whatever it was, the power she had at the swipe of her pen. She loves power. I said, she can fuck your life up at the stroke of a pen, and no one fucking cares. Like, this is the thing. I would never be like Eminem or Upchurch and say, "Hey, if you're gonna be on a side with them, you can't come over here." I would never do that. I would say, "Hey, why don't you wake up to what the fuck's going on here? Like, did you see, like, hey, Vintage, you should get a hold of AD." I didn't know the senator or whatever the fuck he is from Minnesota there, but he's a real twisted individual like our prime minister over here in Canada. Any man who wants tampons in a fucking boy's bathroom, you gotta question their sanity, but we don't. We're like, "We'll all be accepting." It's your tax dollars. My fucking tax dollars go into putting tampons in fucking men's bathrooms. What kind of fucking world am I living in? And the little me wants to, like, "Hey, bud, I don't care if I'm fucking chosen. Let's change the fucking world, you fucking dipshit. Hey, worry about your children, then we'll try and get you with God. Fuck, which way do you wanna do it, you fucking moron? Like, wake up." Like, holy shit. What else we got going on in the world today? Hmm, this is how fake people are. This is beautiful. I'm gonna ask you all to go check out some shorts by Mrs. Dagburn. She puts one out to her child. How she's sorry, she's doing the best she can as a mother, and it's she wishes she could bring the others out, the other her daddy into her life and make him part of it and love, but she can't. She doesn't have that power. Meanwhile, she's got two other fucking kids who have no idea who the fuck she even is. How can you even fucking do that? Like, you look like a fucking idiot. You want people to make you like, you wanna feel good about yourself. Be honest with yourself. Don't write shit that fucking makes you look like an idiot. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. How can you sit there and say that when you're just as responsible for the same bullshit as you're putting off on somebody else? But hey, that's why I kind of gave up on the whole Johnny Dagburn thing. You should be happy, little me, that I'm still fucking trying to help you because that guy, man, the world's gonna see. Look at him. He's popping in positivity right now. You should go watch Mike 12 Points video and ask yourself, what kind of man talks like that? I'm not talking about Mike 12 Point. I'm talking about the Dagburn part in it. Like taking up Church and Adam's penises and like what is wrong with people's heads? We don't see it. It's disgusting. Like, and for some reason, people think that's funny or he did, or I don't like it's all sorts of weird to me. Like, and we don't think that this problem, this person is mentally ill. Like, but then again, he's winning, winning, winning. You know what I mean? Never gave to his community ever. Can't hold a job for fucking a month because he's too good for it. He's told you people that I ain't working for minimum wage. I'm worth way more than that. Think of the help he could bring to his household, but maybe it's a rent increase. It's just not worth it for him. You know what I mean? Maybe they have to pay more rent. I don't know, but who knows? Well, I'm gonna go over. I don't think you guys can hear it because I got the old earplugs in here, but I'm gonna go through what little me had to say yesterday. It's beautiful. I haven't heard it yet. I heard the first little bit here. Well, I agree with most of his politics stuff. He just doesn't listen, and that means there's a problem in the world and it should be changed. But you got fucking upchurch brain. It can never be fixed. It can never be fixed. Not in a million years, no matter what. We're a bunch of losers and we're always going to stay losers. And WEF, you can do whatever you want to our children because you have the money to do it. You have the power, Klaus Schwab. Come take my child. Because if you live in California or Minnesota, well, how would AD feel if his son was taken away? And he has a real fucking hate on for the gay people. What would he think if Captain Minnesota there took his child? Because, well, he liked it because he paid more attention to the girl toys. So, or someone decided that they'd push him in that direction, give him a because daddy's on YouTube too much. You know what I mean? Someone's giving their son his attention, and there's not a fucking thing you can do about it. AAD, sit back, loser boy, and when it happens to you, then maybe you'll fucking care. You know what I mean? When do we stand up and say, hey, this guy that's running for vice president should probably be in jail or a mental institution because there's something wrong with his fucking brain. If your vice president who's running for president thinks that children's genitals should be lopped off, that person should be in jail, not running to run the country. But that's the sicko fucking world we live in. We think that those people should be in charge. I don't understand it. Hey, listen, this is just my opinion and my opinion only. But if you're gonna sit back and idly let people mutilate children, guess what? There's no heaven for you. It only makes common sense that you should protect the children. And I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like, if you can't get that, there's no heaven. Hey, Christians, wake the fuck up! Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Get with Christ, get with Christ, get with Christ. Get together, figure out a fucking way. If you don't like my ways, find your own way. And this. Put these stupid fucking people behind bars who want to fucking hurt children rather than promote them to run your fucking country. Where are your fucking brains at? Why can't you people go watch fucking Candace answer the fucking questions? Hey, if there's a bunch of dipshits at the top that believe in Satan, Does that mean maybe there's a God? And does that make them extra special stupid for going against God, thinking they can be gods and run the fucking world? See, here's the thing. We are gods. We are creators. We can create our own futures. But guess what? We're only gods and can live forever if we live within the good one. You know what I mean? I don't like this is the thing. All the all these chosen people want to tell you the way it is and the way you gotta do it, and you're waiting for the rapture or solar flash or whatever the fuck it is they know. Nobody knows nothing. Nobody knows nothing. 'Cause nobody can prove it. So why wouldn't we take it upon ourselves to be the change just in case? You know what I mean? Like, here's a little thing. I don't know, you guys have probably heard the story, and it doesn't make sense to me. That's because 'cause it's been changed and manipulated. See, they like to take native things and make it their own as well. There's a little story about 2 wolves. One's good, one's bad. Which one survives is the one that you feed. Well, you gotta feed them both. Because here's the fucking deal. The little evil twatwads, they look like the nice ones. They're willing to put on any mask it takes to feed their darkness. That's why the ones that are in the light need to feed the dark one as well. That way we can be in the darkness and we can shine a light on it. See, that way you know how evil operates. And it'll send off your spidey senses in your brain going, hey, little me's mentally ill. He's not quite right in the head. He doesn't know to protect children. He says, hey, I know the problems you're talking about, but there's nothing we can do about it. I'll let them have my children. Because, but there's nowhere to go for help. They take your child saying he's a girl, there ain't fuck all you can do about it. I try and tell you, bud, they stole a fucking baby out of my house and you don't fucking comprehend or fucking get it. In fact, you want to somehow fucking blame it on me because you're fucking stupid. Do you know that we found out that that's my grandchild and I haven't held it yet? Because the weekend that it was here, I didn't know if it was my grandchild or not. And the plan was my child was going to go get a DNA test as soon as he could. Because, well, we've had it in the past before, and I don't know if you know what this is like when you feel so bad for somebody. When you go to meet your grandchild for the first time and you hold it and you go, "This ain't my grandchild. He looks like the other boy that we told didn't exist." Became a problem when he came forward. Dude, 3 months, they've stolen a baby. It's cost us fucking money to try and get back. Why in the fuck should it cost us money because some fucking retard decides they have the fucking power and there's no one to go to? Who do you go to? The police? You're gonna say, well, that's the CAS. There's nothing we can do. You go to the CAS because my wife is fucking did it, called everybody. Let's have a sit down with a fucking supervisor. Let's figure this out. Hey, you left a child in our house. If it's a fucking place where children shouldn't be, you should remove them all, motherfuckers. Let us know what the problem is because we can't quite figure it out. But we're not to figure it out because that's the way the system is to make you fucking wonder what the fuck's going on because they have all the power and there ain't fuck all you can do about it. They can steal a baby, they can fuck with your head, they can throw you in and out of a hospital saying you're violent and suicidal with zero fucking evidence. Someone can look like a fucking hero that tried to fucking kill you, and fuck, the police can be a fucking menace to your life if you've been assaulted and all you're asking for is your fucking rights. But no, no, it's a fucking man's world, isn't it? Like, I don't get it. Let's see what little me has to say. Dude, you're never picking on me. He said he doesn't like picking on this dude. Dude, you're not picking on me. I love you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get you better in the head. You don't have a good head. It's all twisted and messed up. The fluoride, the air, the food. I don't know what. Maybe they got like 5G like over your house. I'm having a hard time fucking figuring out what's wrong with your brain. Just can't tell me where I'm wrong. Take the chosen shit, throw it out the door, bud. Who cares? I'd rather have you save your children. You know what I mean? Just in case. But I like to see you with God. That's the thing, bud. I want you to hear my story. I want you to be able to decide for yourself, but you don't want to hear it. You invite me up yesterday and say, let's go live. Let's go live. No, dude, we've done it like 3 times. And every time I go to say something, you say, no, that's not the way it is. And I say, well, prove it to me. Let me talk. And you don't want to let me talk. So I'm not going to sit there and let you think you have control anymore, bud. You have the control to fucking get yourself out of hell because you put yourself there. You can live in this fantasy world where everything's fucking good all you want. But when you find out and it hits you, when your dollar ain't worth shit, when fucking like, listen, bud, this is a real thing. I can pull it up. It's from a while ago. I don't go on Facebook very often, but I did the one day. The guy who does my tattoos, he's on my Facebook list. He shows a letter or a thing from an insurance company that his friend got because they just did a release or something on a store. Talks about Civil War. What the fuck, eh? Even the insurance companies are getting ready for it. Isn't that kind of weird? Does you not get that? Like, I'm tired of living in your guys' fucking delusion. Like, I got AD in here and I love you, bud. I do. I want the best for you. Your governor or fucking senator or the vice president, the guy running for vice president, do you like him? Do you think he's a good human? Do you think he should be in politics? Do you think he's not fucking mentally ill wanting fucking tampon dispensers in fucking children's bathrooms? Huh? Like he's mentally ill, but he shouldn't be politicking. He shouldn't be paving the way for your future. You know what I mean? He wants children's genitals lopped off, and this is the man that rules your world. Everybody is jealous of Upchurch. Hey, bud, I'm not jealous of Upchurch. The more I hear him talk, the more stupid he sounds. Hey, if there's aliens, why are the spaceships shaped like wheels, like cavemen used to have? I don't think so. I'm fucking kidding. Wouldn't you want something aerodynamic like the way they are perceived? But then again, who knows? You know what I mean? But he doesn't know whether he believes in aliens at one time or another, even though he tells you, I seen UFOs, me in Kansas. It was, and then he's got pictures, and then he's got that bird with that black thing whizzing by it. I know that's real because I got the exact same videos. I gotta find it to prove it, though. You know what I mean? But he sounds ridiculous. He sounds stupid, Tyler. Like, we don't know. Go watch Mr. MRB 333. I've been trying to help you, but there's shit in the sky all the time. But is Bob Lazar a liar? You need to ask these questions. Did you ever hear about the religious book he talked about? Something about this being a canister. This doesn't really matter, bud. Hey, this doesn't matter. This does. You don't have this. In order to have this, you gotta connect this with this, bud. Start thinking right. Your government's got you all MK Ultra, got you all twisted up sideways. You don't even know what to think. You know you love me, Tyler. You know you wanna do the right thing. It's just scary for you. You don't wanna separate yourself from the little group, but you could be a hero to the little group. You could tell them they're all fucked up. They need to get their brains right, and it's worth it to get with God, you know what I mean? What's your take on hell? Is there a hell, Tyler? What are we talking about here, bud? Is there is there is there a hell? LOL, Tyler. LOL, Tyler. Just LOL, Tyler. It's all a big joke and fun and games until God comes to town. And then just Gen A's like, oh fuck. I've been doing it all wrong. All wrong. You mean we're supposed to protect the children? Hey, we're not supposed to be douchebags out in the world. Hey, we're supposed to treat each other with respect. Hey, we're not supposed to tell each other when we have stupidity in the brain. That's what I'm trying to do to you, just Jenny. I'm just trying to, hey, let the stupidity go. Let little me go. Show him the way. You could be a hero to little me. Accept the truth. You know what I mean? I'm not an MK Ultra soldier. You know what I mean? I'm just not MK Ultra. Little me is the soldier. Goose step in the way fucking Gavin Newsom wants to. Hey, you guys got tampon dispensers in your fucking California, little me? Are they a big hit? Are you gonna be happy when your son's wearing one and there ain't nothing you can do about it? Because you're a bad dad. You don't want to let that child decide for themselves. You know what I mean? Right. In Canada, we want children to start voting at 16. We want them worried about politics. Hey, Justin wants to keep our freedoms of choice. We can chop our own genitals off. Hey, Tyler, Tyler, if there's a bunch of real evil shitards running the world, should we change it? Like, do you think Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, George Soros, Larry Finkelstein, and all the merry men at WEF, do you like what they're doing? You must. You let them. You don't know you could be so much more, Tyler. That's what upsets me. You could be so much more, bud. I want you to have dreams. I want you to dream the impossible dream and be able to have that dream come true. But you got to push really hard, buddy. Put your faith in God. You can accomplish anything, Tyler. But I'm just telling you, it's commonsensical to understand that if you know there's an agenda coming for the children and that the politics I talk are correct. Like, I don't like Klaus Schwab fucking penetrating everybody in my cabinet, okay? Like, someone needs to stand up and say, hey, if this fucking dork who says he wants to rule the world and make it so we own nothing and we're happy is penetrating my prime minister, I don't want it, but you do, you know what I mean? And he's got the evil agenda coming for the children. And I don't think you go to heaven allowing that to happen. You got to be able to stand up and say, no, Klaus. No, 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 no. In fact, you gotta go to jail for your bad behavior, bud. Tyler, Tyler, karma. We could make karma work. Because here's the deal, bud. Like, I'm being sincere. Like, I think little me's a meathead, and he's fucking dumb, and he's did all this stupid shit lying upon me, and like, I still want the best for him. Luckily, But even Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates and Justin Trudeau and Barack Obama and Kamala and Victoria Nuland and Nancy Pelosi and Chrystia Freeland and anybody who China bought off in fucking Canada. I don't want bad things to happen to them. I just want justice, but I want them to go to jail where they probably should be. But here's the deal, Tyler, you're a big fucking joke to them. They laugh about you. They call you stupid. They know you're stupid because they tell you exactly what they're going to do and you allow it. But here's the deal, bud. They want all eyes on you at all times. They want to know what you're that important to them, Tyler. They've spent the billions of dollars to mind fuck you. And they've filtered the air like, bud, they want to know what you're doing at all times. You know what I mean? They're worried about you. They're worried that you're going to come to Jesus and you're going to want to figure out what the truth is for yourself. And you're going to want to fight. And when we come together, bud, this is the most dangerous thing in the world. But you got to have it operating properly. So what we're going to do is we'll find a way to get them all jailed. But here's the good thing, bud. You are their reality TV show. You are. See, we make them the reality TV show. Can you imagine all these bumbling fucking satanic fucking morons all bumped together, cameras on them at all times? We know exactly what they're doing. They're entertaining. Wouldn't that be better entertainment? You know what I mean? Trying to watch a bunch of bumbling fucking morons, satanic little fucking twitheads try and find Jesus before it's too late because they're going to find out they made a bad deal. They're working in stupidity just like little me. But they're the ones that have taken little me's brain. And I want you to help little me get his brain back, bud. Can you do that? Will you fight for little me's brain so we can get him so he knows to do the right thing for his children? Huh? Can we do this? All this craziness will come to pass. So what? We just sit back and watch it happen, or do we make it happen, Dowdy? Do you go to heaven waiting for it to happen? Are you going to put your faith in God to let Him do it? Or are you going to put your faith in God so that you have the courage through God to do it? Does God work through men? Do you actually have to be in God to go to heaven? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. Like, that's fine if that's what you believe, that if we just let it happen, it'll just happen. Or do we actually have to stand up and just say no? Because it's not that hard. You know what I mean, Dowdy? It's not that hard. No, no Klaus Schwab, no Bill Gates. You're not going to dictate the world anymore. Hey, Obama, please show us your paperwork that you're an American. Like, that should be a huge thing, bud. Stop telling me there's nothing we can do, Dowdy. It's that loser attitude that got us where we are right now. Don't do that. That's when the world goes to shit, bud, because you don't think you have the power to do anything. But hey, keep thinking that way. I want you to go to heaven, bud, but hey, who knows? I want you on the right track, Dowdy. I want you to know that you should protect your children. I'm not trying to be a dick to you. I'm trying to fucking show you that I actually do care. And maybe you should get on the right side of things. What makes more sense to you? Working through God or just making God do everything for you? I don't know, bud. That's the thing. Everybody tells you they know. I don't. I have to use my own discernment and figure things out. And I do that with Christ. What would Christ do? What would Christ think? Now, I'm only a man, but I wanna fuck up and I'm gonna think the wrong way sometimes. But I'm gonna be willing to all the time admit to my mistakes. That's the thing, Dowdy, we could find out. We could if you actually cared enough. I've said, the truth means more to me than anything, and I love Jesus, and I'm willing to put Jesus on the line because I think if we went into the Vatican where everything's buried and no man's allowed to take a look, you might find some interesting things. But then we might find some interesting things if we opened up the native archives too, you know what I mean? Would that fuck you up to find out that there's star people? Have you got your mind so close to that, or are they the fallen angels? They're the demons. Like that's the thing. Nobody knows for sure, bud. But I think aliens have been here for a long time, and I think they're trying to watch over us. Or hey, maybe they're just really smart. They see we're gonna cause our own fucking destruction, and they don't have to do anything, and they can just wait for us to do it to ourselves. That's not what I think. But just because I think something doesn't make it real. I think they're here to help us. There's a lot of shit in the sky, Dowdy. A lot. A lot. Like when I say I watched something the other night, I'm not gonna lie. Because it only goes bad against me, you know what I mean? Could have been an airplane. I've never seen an airplane move like that. But hey, but I say, hey, I got videos too. Nobody wants to see them. I got pictures. They go along with the story, Dowdy, that nobody wants to hear. At any point in time, you could have heard the story. Fuck, you actually said you were trying to get a podcast on the go, and you asked me if I'd do it with you, and I said, yeah. I don't know if you're scared to have the conversation to figure out that you're not in a good place and you think you are. Like I always tell you, bud, don't pray for me. Pray for yourself. We can't pray for other people. But what we can do is come in prayer together and make a change. I know. It's like, let's listen to some more Little Me. That's right. Vintage, it's all an illusion. Obama told you guys. There's a great video. I should find it and post it on my community tab where fucking Obama says, you want to fuck the world up. Just put so much information out there. Nobody knows what to believe. And rumor has it Obama might actually be running the world. You know what I mean? Trump says things like ISIS celebrates Obama. He's got no paperwork to be an American. The rumors about Michelle and fuck, like we could end all this shit. You know what I mean? But none of these politicians want to come out and talk about shit. Oh, it's just ridiculous. Well, prove it's ridiculous. Miss Marcone, fucking drop your pants in front of fucking Candace. Make Candace look like a fucking idiot. We can't do that though. We can't call these leaders to actually fucking prove who they are because we don't have the right because they are the power and the glory and your inspiration. You guys are the Nazis. You guys are the Nazis. You guys are the new Nazis. And you don't even fucking know it. That's how fucking stupid you are. Wake up and smell the fucking roses. Wake up and smell the roses. America is not the greatest country in the world. It's the shittiest because it fucking destroys people, including its own people. Sucking the brains right out of every human on the earth, convincing them they have no power. And that Kamala's gonna have all the power with the stroke of her pen. Kamala got there stroking a whole lot more than a pen. He says I attacked him on my payday. No, I didn't. Tried warning her, hey, Jamie's fake. And y'all came after me. Never attacked her. I said the same thing to her. I say to you, little me, hey, if there's a big shitty cabal coming for your children and you admit to it and you think you don't have the power to change it, you are a loser. Woman or man, that makes you a complete and utter fucking loser. But hey, I'm the loser if you can prove me wrong. Hey, Dowdy, do you know what the Holy Spirit is? It's the truth. It's the spirit of truth. Show me where I'm lying, big boy. You're in trouble. Uncle Will's in trouble. The world is in trouble. The world that is not in the truth is in trouble. We should all come to the truth. Here's the deal, Dowdy. I've never once said, this is the thing. This is why I hate doing this shit. I don't want to be around people, bud. I don't, I don't want your fucking attention. I don't need your attention. I want you to put your attention on your fucking children. I say, hey, you be a chosen one of God, Dowdy. You do the right things. I can't save you, Dowdy. I'm not your savior. I'm the chosen one. I'm chosen by God to serve God. Man, man has to find his own way to God. I can't tell you whether you have God or not. If I point things out to you, showing you where you might not have God, you should take that upon yourself and show me where I'm wrong. Show me where you shouldn't be standing up for your children. Show me where tampon dispensers are a good idea in the boys' washrooms. Please let me know where children's genitals should be locked off and that should be okay in any part of the world. Please, Dowdy. You know what I mean? Do you think I like being mean to you, Dowdy? I hate thinking you're stupid. I do. I fucking hate it. No, Dowdy, you have to save yourself. You've got to want the spirit, bud. You got to want to get into the spirit. The Bible tells you, you just don't want to read that part, bud. You have to be in Jesus, bud. You know what I mean? You have to pick up your cross. You have to do what's right. It's not that hard, dude. It's not that hard. The truth shouldn't be that fucking hard. Hey, does this seem right? Huh? I don't know. Let's get back to little me. Now he says I fucked with little payday. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I said, hey, Jamie's fake, and somehow she's got payday doing videos saying she's real. Therefore, he was groomed to do it. I'm quite sure the boy, along with like 7 other people, didn't get the idea to fucking make Jamie his real videos. Anybody who has to gather people up to tell everybody how real they are probably isn't real. I'm just saying. So you want to say again, I'm going after children. No, 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 no. I said I didn't like his name. I don't like the fact that a child wants to be called Payday. But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Each to their own. That's nothing negative toward the kid. I actually said I think the kid has some talent. But hey, you pick and choose what you want to hear, little me. Did you guys hear that? Most of the politics I talk about, he agrees with. So if I say there's an agenda coming for the children, and I say, hey, go watch Candace, there's a bunch of Satanists. Hey, I went through on my videos and said, hey, Nazism has gone all around the world. In fact, they made a deal with the Catholic Church. That's how scared the Catholics were that they fucking made a deal with the devil. So they can't be with Jesus. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm like Square and I'm like Rocco. I'm a low cow. Prove that I'm a low cow. What do I say that makes me a cow, bud? Other than the fact that I make your brain hurt, bud. You know you're a fucking loser. And you want to hold on to your loserism because you look silly to come out and admit that you're a loser. Humble yourself. Come to Jesus, bud. Come to the truth. The facts are. I don't take my prescription medication like I'm supposed to. What do I say and do that makes me out of control, little me? Other than the words that I say that you don't like. I don't like saying I'm chosen. I've tried using every different way I can. And had a mystic experience. It's not what you think. It's a mental experience. Your brain will be pushed to the fucking limits. And the thing is, they want you medicated, but that's what I've been trying to tell you. I got the fucking audio from my doctor's appointments where I'm begging for help. Hey, how do I get help, doc? And at the end of it, he says, I think you should take more medicine. Are you fucking retarded, little me? They don't want you to find God. They don't want you to find a spiritual way. They want you numbed up thinking you shouldn't help your children. Get off the meds, bud. Let them go. Your body's trying to tell you something. You know what I mean? Things aren't right. But you take that medicine and it tells you everything's all right. It's not all right, bud. It's not. The world's a shit pile. It's ran by Satan, bud. It's evil and disgusting. And you're trying to convince me I'm a bad person, but you can't tell me where. I believe what you say about politics. Well, what about your children there, shit turd? Like, just because I say you're a shit turd, you don't have to be a shit turd. Go save your children and you can be a hero. Yeah, because I can't lie. I should be able to make my own fucking decisions as a human being. I shouldn't be pressured and told to fucking do something unless I'm shown where I'm wrong. You know what I mean? Hey, well, you think it's all right for my wife to not have a conversation with me about what I think's going on around the world or a conversation about God. You know what I mean? Dowdy, 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 you. Do not listen. Do not listen. Hey, bud, I've had a spiritual awakening. I think you should listen to it because I think it shows you how humans are today, how society's not good. Hey, bud, if you work at a place for 22 fucking years, they can fuck your life. In fact, they can get people to lie on you that you did nothing but ever protect because they didn't want to lose their jobs. There's a whole fucking story that can prove that, bud. Where they don't have to do an investigation, and then when you do force it, they get to pay for it. Then you get to not know what was said, and you don't get to have a rebuttal. It's over. So you have to sit and not ever know what the fuck happened. You know what I mean? They want to call you delusional and fucking crazy, but you can't get your fucking answers. Then there's the accident. Then there's the police. There's a police on multiple occasions. There's how you can fucking narcissism, how babies can be stolen, your mortgages, the bank, my fucking like little stories about fucking going to motels and actually seeing what's going on around the fucking world and how we treat one another. All this other shit, but you don't want to fucking hear it because you're fucking stupid because you want to live in filth. You want to think you're okay. I don't care, Dowdy. Leave my fucking page. Like, if you don't want to get with Christ, in Christ, leave my page. I don't fucking care. I don't, dude. I don't. I'm here to help. But little me picked it. I never, I never picked him. He came to me. So I'm going to show the world using a dipshit like him how people operate. It's not just him, bud. It's everybody. Like Uncle Wiltard here. Will, the children are in trouble, you fucking moron, and you don't get it because you're not a man and you don't know you should stand up. You have no fucking comprehension. Whether I'm chosen or not, fucking sorry. I thought your buddy was chosen. I fucking tried talking to his friends. I'm sorry. But when you're going through shit and you think you see somebody else going through the same shit, you don't want to think you're alone. So I thought I was going to get help from somebody that I thought I could help as well. It was never, I want to be Upchurch's fucking fanboy. It's, I want to change the fucking world and I think this guy can do it with me. But you don't fucking get that because you want to think in your head I'm mentally ill. Because you don't know what God looks like, bud. You have no fucking comprehension, but then you want to think that you're a good person. You're not, dude. You're not. You're a weak, pathetic loser. And I don't want to think that about you. You can change it at any fucking time, but you don't get that. You don't get it because you'd have to take a look down deep inside of who you are. And you don't want to admit that you're the problem in the world, Uncle Will. But I'm telling you, it's come together. No one person can do it, you fucking retard. No, you got to come together. You're fucking, your fucking brains don't fucking, it's because you don't have hearts. Go watch The Wizard of Oz, buddy. You need it all. Come on. Go get your heart, go get your brain, and then you'll have the courage to stand up and do the right things. But right now, you don't know what the right things are. They got you all fucking MK Ultra. Your mind fucked. To think that you're worthless, you're weak, you can't stand up for the children. These fucking, you don't think you have the right to ask these fucking losers who are leading you to fucking give you the right information. Dude, should you know whether there's aliens or not? You think the FBI should not be giving civilians all the information, but instead they're holding it to protect you. What are they protecting you from? The truth should never hurt you, Uncle Will. It should never hurt you. But you got 51, 52 FBI agents, and well, hey, if you're not fucking smart enough to see that they're the enemy of the fucking world, I don't know what to fucking tell you. 51, 52 of them told you a fucking laptop didn't exist. Well, it turns out it did, but we still don't know what was in it. Why is that? Why? Because fucking Barack Obama's running the fucking world and you don't have the fucking balls to say it. Or somebody is. Some dark entity that fucking worships Satan, bud. Go watch some Candace Owens tell me that Satanism isn't real. It goes hand in hand with Nazism. Well, you're the new Gestapo, bud, and you don't know that you're riding in Satan's brain because you will continue to let this bullshit continue to happen and not fucking stand up and say a word because a man says he's chosen by God and that bothers you. He wants to bring you to God. He doesn't think he's any better than you, Uncle Will. I'm just blessed enough to be fucking my third eye open and I can see what the fuck's going on in the world. And I have a heart. You can pretend to be nice and all this other shit you want, but I see all your faces. You'll play whatever role it takes to make people happy. And I'm not. I'll be me. I say I serve God and I serve God, no man. And I always say, bud, what did Stardust say? Like, I don't chosen ones have patience and pray for others. Stardust. Fuck you. That ain't what chosen ones do. Was Jesus like that? Was Jesus like that? Fuck you. Fuck you. No. The truth came first. He told the Pharisees, Hey, motherfuckers, what you're doing is wrong. You can sit there and say you're nice and all this other shit, but we both know you're not doing well. Hey, hey, bud, when they said to Jesus, where do you think you're going? He's like, somewhere you're not, because you serve those men, motherfucker. I serve something bigger and better, and I'm going to a nice place. I don't care. I don't need friends, Stardust. You can be as nice to me as you want, but when you say something stupid like that, I'm going to come back. The truth matters more than anything in this fucking world. And that's what Jesus means to me. And you don't get it. You want to sit back. You're the problem, Stardust. You want to sit back and say, hey, be really nice to me. Talk to me really nicely. Don't make me do anything. Everything's going to be okay because somebody's going to come save me. Somebody nice. Somebody that has the ability to do the things that I should do. I don't care. Don't want to be mean to you, Stardust. I don't. But fuck, when do you guys wake up? You want things to be the way you want them to be. And unfortunately, God didn't pick it the way you want it to be. Start proving I'm not fucking chosen. But don't tell me that I should be nicer. Because niceness has got this fucking planet in a shit third of a problem. Sitting back, just fucking letting shit happen and not giving a fuck. I want you to think every fucking child from now, little me, fucking all of you, the whole little family. You know that children's genitals are being lopped off. So I want you to know from right now, you are responsible for every child that gets hurt because you know there's a problem and you're not going to stand up and fucking do anything about it. Hmm? That's on you. You know, like this is the thing. Everybody thinks they're good. Like we got this big old fucking Justin Trudeau probably has an NDA. Maybe he doesn't. But I think that he does. But those parents that signed that NDA that let that motherfucker become prime minister, do you think they're sitting good with God? Think taking some cash, doing what they thought was best for their child? Well, no. You should do what's best for every child. Let that motherfucker go to jail. Let him pay for his fucking mistakes, but instead, some money can buy you, motherfuckers, because you don't give a shit about anything but your fucking selves. So you can take your money and shove it up your ass. And I can show you through my fucking journey, I could have had more than a few lawsuits that could have brought me a lot of money. But instead, I'd rather use my experience and try and change the stupidity in the world and try and bring it to light. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting down here. Unlike all these other fucking people who say they're fucking chosen, they're all popping in positivity and they're like, ain't no troll's gonna bring me down. I got Jesus. I'm just dancing, doing nothing, popping in positivity. Hey, you can't bring me down when the flash comes. What happens if Jesus comes and goes, psych, motherfucker? You had to be a man and do the right things, and you just didn't do them. Hey, mothers, you didn't know you were supposed to protect your children? Not my fucking problem. You know what I mean? You should have known. Should have been common fucking sense. Holy shit. I don't get this. Hey, Uncle Will, all my life. She's just as brainwashed and stupid as you are, bud. Hey, you're right. I should stay quiet. If I think they poison the world, I should stay quiet and not ask for answers. That's the Uncle Will part way of things. Hey, Will, I know you're a loser. I'm gonna think I'm in tight with God. Do you think God thinks you're a loser? It doesn't matter what I think, it's what you think. Do you think standing by and doing nothing and picking on those who want to do something is the right thing for you to do? Hey, Will, what am I saying that's crazy, bud? Hey, we should protect the children. Crazy, insane. Hey, hey, Uncle Will. Hey, Will, talk. Hey, we could change the world with these little things. You know what I mean? Satan's tools. We could use them against them. It's brilliant. You don't get it. You have no comprehension of being a man. You're too busy thinking about me and ladies' panties. Well, I only want the best for you, but I'm a Heyoka, okay? Go Google that. Hey, in today's society, the Heyokas that the natives took to the side, they would be considered the bipolars and schizophrenics, bud. But instead, they were the leaders of the tribes. You know what I mean? You have to take a look at it, bud. We have a different sense of humor. They'll tell you they don't hold anything back. It's just the truth. They don't try to hurt anybody. They just want the truth. They like to ask questions, and if they see something they see wrong, well, they like to point it out. So that way it doesn't happen anymore. Hey, who cares? If your wife is unwilling to have a conversation with you, like I know it's hard to believe when I say, hey, she hasn't been willing to have a conversation about any of this stuff, my spiritual awakening, what I think's going on around the world, or any of that stuff. That would make her pretty stupid, especially if I'm chosen. That would leave her in a really fucking peculiar situation. You know what I mean? But hey, it's all part of the lessons. You know what I mean? But you don't, because you don't know what it's like to have a spiritual awakening. Stardust, don't tell me to be nice or I'll tell you to fuck off because I'm not nice. I love you and I want the best for you. I want the world to change for you, but you got to be part of the change. You know what I mean? You're one of my favorite people on here, Stardust. But I can't have you going around saying, hey, be nice. The truth comes first. Can you tell me how the truth should come first? We're too busy lying to each other. Yeah, well, Tard, you just wait. Uncle Will, God is real, God is real. God. Hey, I'm not quite there. I'm well protected, but this is. I don't know about the avatar. I just do this like, could you imagine God picked me? He must have a sense of humor, right? Hey, Uncle Will, I got a question for you. I'm not saying I am. That's what I mean. Hey, let's do blood tests. Let's just do fucking because there's definitely something wrong with me. I do agree. Maybe there's a little bit more flaring in the head. Maybe we could do some tests. Hey, bud, what would happen if I was the Mashiach? They're like Katrina. You Google these people. What if I'm the one to lead you to the promised land, Uncle Will? And you don't want no part of it. You just want to keep goose stepping your way to hell. Yes, Kamala. Yes, Kamala. Kamala Obama. Uncle Will. You don't have to run off trolls for me, Stardust. I love them. I love the trolls. That's what I mean. They build me. They inspire me. I want to take that hate. Like when I'm saying fuck off, that's out of love. I want you guys to get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I can't be nice. I got to be authentic. I got to be myself. I can't be who you want me to be, Stardust. I got to be myself. But I do love you, and you're one of my favorite people on here. But I just, I got to be me, and I got to tell you the truth. Little Leg Day is probably chosen by Satan. He is disturbed. He is a disturbed young fella. I wish him the best, and I don't know what to say. Hey, Slayback. I brought all the losers in. What do you think, Leg Day? Do you think we should save the children? But what do you think? Do you think if we all came together and we started tweeting Dick Durbin and got him and started asking for that Epstein list, do you think we could find out a bunch of turds that are running the world? Do you think we could unravel it? But hey, Upchurch is telling you guys not to be hardy boys. You know what I mean? Don't inspect anything. Let him be the hardy boy. Let him lead the way to the new generation because people are finally waking up. Waking up to what? Your stupidity, Upchurch? Fuck. Hey, man, this can never be fixed. It's always going to be fucked up. No one person can change it. No, we can all change it. Hey, what do you think? Leg day. Do you think we Uncle Will, I don't know why you keep thinking I can save you, but I can't. I can't. I can only try and bring you to your own stupidity, and then you have to save yourself. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to put this. I'm gonna have to start writing stuff down or something. I don't know. Well, enough of the truth, Cupcake. I know, Tax, you don't like the truth. But Freak Squad is the home of the losers for sure. Let the children suffer. Let's do nothing. But then every once in a while, Dale can put something out there, and we can all like. But then little me wants to put me off on it. Hey, Carl. Hey, don't tell me I can't get the list. I can get the list if I want to get the fucking list. The problem is you don't believe in yourself, little leg day. You lost your soul somewhere along the way. You gave up on yourself. It's probably when you took Satan into your heart. You know what I mean? He thinks Satan's a joke. He thinks this is all a big joke. It's only a joke until you find out there's God, bud. Like, what are you gonna do? Hey, like that. I'm not saying this is gonna happen because I don't have the answers, but I only know what the universe tells me, and I try and figure it out and I discern it for myself. What would you do if a great big mothership came down? Would you squirt your pants? Huh? Do you think we'd wait for questions or like would we talk to them or would we just try and just shoot them all down? You know what I mean? Without finding out what's going on. Huh? Where's humanity at? Well, I'll tell you where it's at. It's on the brink of nuclear war, a little like that, because you're a cuck. And we give all our money to Ukraine to fight for their democracy. But don't worry, bud. They're not going to be able to vote this time around because the guy in charge knows what's best for everybody. Oh, I like that. I love it. I love it. I like and Carl says bad things to her. Says, ah. How many times do I gotta fucking talk about this? Like that. It's weird old Carl. Like that. It's all part of the story, but this is the thing you don't get. Hey, Stardust, just get with the truth. Don't fight it. I'm telling you. Can't like come on. Don't encourage stupidity. Like you gotta know, like we gotta fight for the children. You know what I mean? Hey, who cares? Why do you care about my titty size? What is it about you fucking Creek Squadians that want me gay? Hey, bud, I'm aware that I'm fat. I'm not Jelly Roll. I'm gonna run away from the internet because I packed on a few pounds. Listen, I know my connection to God could probably be better if I ate better and well, did a lot of other things better, but Well, unfortunately, my brain is in overdrive. I've almost come to the part of completion. I've almost come to the part where I can't do this anymore. It fucking hurts. If you guys can only see your stupidity from my standpoint, like, fuck. How do we not know that fucking kids are in trouble? Well, we do know that because Uncle Will tells us. How do we not know that America's in trouble? How do we not know that Canada's in trouble? Well, we do. Uncle Will tells us. He tells us about all the problems with no solutions, but when someone comes with solutions, well, Uncle Will just wants to fucking call them crazy and insane. And well, if you tack God on there, even though Uncle Will believes in God. See, the problem is, Uncle Will, you don't listen. You want to lay in your filth that you've built with Satan. You don't want to be brave. You don't want to be strong. You want to sit back and be a loser. It's okay, bud. You can convince yourself with your fucking job that you're doing everything you can in the world. Hey, Uncle Will, we'll see who ends up with the children, bud. I don't want to be around any children. I just want them to lead good lives, bud, with dreams, no indoctrination. See where humanity could go with an actual imagination. You know what I mean? If we actually tried to create better things instead of bad things. Like how many inventions do you think they've cured cancer, Uncle Will? Do you think that's a possibility? And they've kept it from us. Do you think we could be operating vehicles on things other than gasoline that would be good for the environment? Do you think so? Like, hey, Uncle Will, do you think it's a good idea that a child can go out these days, see that their parents are smoking dope, and go out with their friends and say, "Hey, give this a try." Their first try could be their last try. Because now shit's like laced with fentanyl. You don't think we should try and stop that sort of shit? Like, have you looked into statistics on how often somebody dies from fentanyl? But then the cucks in my country, hey, we want to give you guys clean drugs. Come. It's out of the niceness of humanity rather than supplying them support to get off of it. But like I said, society's gotten to the point where it's almost impossible to get yourself back on track because you can't afford it. Because you got to start back at the bottom, right? And while the bottom just can't get up off the bottom because you just keep fighting. That way, your mind's too busy on survival and you can't think about the things that actually matter in the world, Uncle Will. Like the cops who are making it impossible for you to live. You want to put all your hopes and dreams into fucking Trump. What happens if they take care of Trump? What happens if Trump is the bad guy? Don't you think you should ask questions? Don't you think you could do something for Trump? Couldn't you let all eyes go on the FBI? Say, hey, now that we got the flight log list and we see all these people, hey, FBI, why are you hiding this from us? No, I'm gonna make a move. I did a lot of recording, you know what I mean? This is Slayback, you're stuck in a movie, bud. You're in a movie, you're in God's movie, and you got yourself involved. And sooner or later, I'm gonna have to roll action. You know what I mean? And the world's gonna be looking at you people going, holy shit, All I did was try and talk to you guys for over 4 years. Look at where it's got us, all fighting the way they want it. But here's the difference. I take your hate and I turn it into love. It just doesn't sound like love because you're not used to being loved. In order to have real love, you gotta have the truth, boys and girls. And well, unfortunately, you guys don't want to accept the truth. I don't know what to tell you. I've used you. And quite frankly, if I had to say there's like one or two people that look good in this movie so far, it's not looking good for most of us. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not asking you to believe me. I told you guys right from the get go. I said, hey, I wouldn't believe somebody who told me they were chosen, but I think I would be smart enough to listen to them and maybe point out to them where I thought they were wrong. But you guys don't want to play that game because you're so stupid you can't even have a conversation because you're so scared of what you might find out. See, Uncle Will, you are going to go insane. You're going to wonder what the fuck you ever did. You're going to be like, how could I have been so stupid? I knew the problems were there and I fought with this guy over stupid shit. When at any time I could have joined him, but now I look like an idiot in this movie. Like, hey, can we use your real? Hey, we can use your real stuff, but you can play the role of Uncle Will, maybe. You know what I mean? It's a small part, but don't worry, Uncle Will. If you don't make it to heaven, I can tell you what, you're still gonna live forever because you'll be in my heart. I will remember you forever. I will remember everything I put forward, not just to help you, but help everybody. But you don't get that because you can't see the good man that I am. Because maybe you have to be a good man yourself to see a good man, but you can't see me, but because you want to pick out the mean things I say, the truthful things that I say. I'm gonna leave it at this, bud. I'm so glad this happened in my life. I'm so glad that I got to find myself through all of everybody's stupidity and come out unscathed and still not hate. Don't wish any will to anybody, but I do want justice, Uncle Will. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to come to terms with you being a shit turd. You're gonna have to fucking come to your own justice. And it might hurt your brain and it but that's the thing, bud. That's when we find God in our struggles. Really. And that's what I'm hoping for. Whatever. People just get shocked and boom, maybe they'll want to find God. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to do, bud. I just want to tell my story. That's it. You can let me know where I'm wrong, where I'm lying, where humanity is doing good. And 144K are Jews, eh, Dowdy? I don't know. Maybe I am a Jew. What is a Jew? Is it a race? Is it a religion? 12 tribes of them. You think they're all different colors, maybe? And history's been manipulated to make us think that it's just one pretty much color and that it's just a religion, or I don't know. Like, that's the thing. We can find out. Because there's a lot of cool shit in the Jewish religion, I've learned. I'm trying to look at it a little bit, you know what I mean? I wanna look at the Muslim one too, but I need to get rid of this PTSD so I can read books, you know what I mean? There's just certain things about Muhammad I can't get behind, you know what I mean? Just the whole marriage thing. And then other one, it's like, this is the thing. Hey, Dowdy, the 144,000 they say aren't women either, too. You know that? I don't believe that. I think there are more women out there with balls than men do right now fighting for Christ than the men are. Like Candace Owens is a good. Hey, I know I'm just a nobody and I say I'm a chosen one. You guys want to tell Roseanne Barr she's crazy and she's not a chosen one from God? I don't even like using chosen one. Like prophet, mystic. I like mystic. But here's the thing, I don't like using Christian because they're kind of weak. They're not really into Christ. They're being led astray by a bunch of fucking losers. You have to be in Christ. And I'm not saying Christians aren't in Christ because there are a lot in Christ. And I think we should come together and fucking change the world for Christ. But then again, all of us should come together, right? Uncle Will, all colors, all creeds, all religions. That's what I've been trying to say. I don't have the answers. I don't know. I think there's a Jesus, man. I don't know. I don't. I don't think there was ever a Jesus, to be honest with you. I think his name was Yeshua. And I have a really hard time with why are they trying to change the name, the J, and they say it's because but then again, Joshua is Yeshua. And do you know what I mean, dude? Like, what do you do you investigate anything? King James, was he a good dude? Should he have had any involvement with any sort of Bible that had to do with God? But is that why they tell you to be a good slave? Well, Uncle Will, you're being a tremendous slave. You're doing a good job. You're doing exactly what your government wants you to do. They want you to fight against the people who want change. Want you to think that they're crazy. Oh, fucking Ryan Garcia, you know what I mean? They just throw someone out there like that, Jesus. They just make us all look crazy, but because well, now it's the aliens. He's seeing the aliens out of the water and stuff. And why? It's because shit's been going on. Like if you watch Mr. MRB 333, you'll see some strange shit. Like it's because people are actually starting to see stuff, and now Ryan Garcia's got to be out there to show everybody crazy. But hey, maybe Uncle Will, do you know who Jaguar Wright is? Oh man. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Maybe I'll go through the rest of what little me said later. That's what I really wanted to get to the heart of the problem. But see, before we leave, there is something wrong with my brain. I'm telling you guys, there is something wrong with my brain. Like I watched this episode of Roseanne where this guy he tells you that Obama has Hillary Clinton before the elections with Aaron Trump, set her up so that if she got into office, he could play puppet master. You know what I mean? Anyways, she talks. What happens with certain people is they get a problem in their brain and they can't stop until they fix it. And the problem is my problem started off with what the fuck is wrong with these people? And then it just grew to this fucking great big fucking satanic evil fucking cabal that's running the fucking world. So can you imagine? And in order to solve this little fucking problem, now you gotta fucking take care of this fucking worldwide cabal. And you think the fucking world's retarded and you gotta convince it to not be anymore. Like, hey, I'm telling you guys, what you think you know, you don't know. And that goes for me too. What I think I know, I don't even think I know. We'll never know unless we ask questions and we go looking for the answers. But you guys are like stuck in this fucking web of fucking delusion you want to live in where some savior's coming for you and your children are going to be all right until one day you wake up and it's not all right and you wish you would have fucking done something. Gee, how did I see the signs? They were all there. Well, the government was brainwashing you into thinking you couldn't do anything, and they had their best interest in heart for you. But, anyways, maybe we'll come back later. I say a lot of times I'll come back later, and I don't. Ends up being a big old fibber. But as a man, you can change your mind on things like that. I love you too, Vintage. You're about one of the only ones that probably has a decent part in this film, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm in that video game free guy a lot. Hey guys, we don't have to live in this film. Hey, these dipshits are controlling everything. We can stop it. Like, hey, they're a bunch of sickos. You know what I mean? What if they do like children? Shouldn't they be stopped? Like, don't you guys want to know what Bill Gates is really up to? I really do. I want him not hit. I want him hammered in jail. I want them to slam that door shut, say, hey, Bill, enjoy the cameras, enjoy. Well, we're going to make you play a little games for trinkets. Dance, Billy, dance. We'll do all the things he ever had planned for you, Wiltard. We'll make Billy dance for prizes. You know what I mean? We'll send him out to do your job every once in a while. You know what I mean? We'll give him time out of jail. He can go fix some tires. Let him know what it's like to do some hard work. You know what I mean, Uncle Will? Wouldn't you like to put Billy in his place? Anyways, I need a drink. Minted, you have a good day. Hey, Stardust, if you're still watching, I love you. Just because I tell you to fuck off doesn't mean I don't love you. It's just don't tell me to be nice. Don't tell me to be fake because I can't be fake. I have to be real. I have no ill will feelings towards you, Stardust, and I have no ill will towards anybody. I just want us to change the world. That's all. And tell my story. I want all this bullshit, this PTSD to go to who it belongs to. That's all. And if I'm a fibber and a liar, you get to expose me. All the best. All right. See you guys.